I think it's fair to say that us Australians are somewhat renowned for our strange language and use of the English language, which we've altered slightly, but it gets quite a lot of laughs and quizzical looks from foreigners when we use our local slang. I'm going to tell you about a typical day in the life of an Australian. Well, not really typical, don't get the wrong idea, but I'm going to use as much slang as possible, and mind you, this is how some people talk here, so I will be exaggerating for the general population of Australia, but quite a lot of people actually do speak this way. So while I'm talking, I will have text come up on the screen deciphering what I'm saying and what it means in plain English. I'm just going to warn you, I'm going to do this in my thickest Australian accent that I can muster, so it might not be as posh and refined as it is now. It will really be the down and dirty full Australian accent. So here we go. I was freezing my arse off yesterday, Arvo, so I decided to pop on some thongs, flannel and some tracky dacks and head on down to the local servo. I was a bit of a silly duffer though. I took the wrong way, so I had to back up and do a U-ey. Finally I got to the servo and it was pissing down. When I got there, filled up my car with juice, moseyed on in, came across this real hard looking Sheila who cracked the shits when I didn't give her the right change for my petrol. After she told me to bugger off, I headed on down to my local boozer. It's full of bad eggs, mostly banana benders, but I ordered a crownie and it was alright, mate. I did, however, find my mate Bazza. We had a good chin wag, but he wasn't looking too crash hot. A couple of minutes later he fled the joint to have a bit of a chunder, which wasn't too great. It was a bit of a bummer. It turned out he had barfed all over his missus' shoes, so she was mad as a cut snake. She was going off like a frog in a sock, mate. She was fair dinkum upset, so even though I was a bit exy, I bought her a nice cab sav to calm her down. I was gobsmacked when I looked at my ticker and realised it was late. It was already 10 o'clock, so I could eat a horse. I was that hungry, so I dropped by Macca's on the way home and parked my ute in the driveway. Okay, back to the real me now. So yeah, that is but a taste of the language that is used here down under. So if you have any friends or family coming to visit for a holiday, make sure you show them that video because it's very educational and yeah, very prim and proper, and it will teach them a lot about our culture, mainly drinking and vomiting and going to petrol stations.